Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and I hope you're having a good evening. It's 8 o'clock, so it's quite late. I don't really do, and yeah, it's a good weekend. Man United won 1-0, but to be honest, I'm not very happy with the performance. I am kind of, but not really. I thought the backline played really well, but I'm disappointed with the possession stats. I think we only had about 50 possession, 52, and Southampton had 48. And we didn't play a high line. We didn't, and we didn't have lots of shots, which is disappointing. And yeah, but at least we won. That's the main thing. Sometimes you have to win when you don't play well, and I wouldn't say we played bad, but we didn't play up to the levels we should have. We should have expected against Southampton. We should have expected to dominate the ball and play a high line, but it wasn't meant to be. But yeah, I thought we played all right. I thought we played all right. I do expect better though. I think I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. Yeah, it's not. I'm not over the moon with the result. It's a good result. I mean, at least we won. That's what you can ask for. But it's only the back line that done well. Really, the midfield wasn't that good, and the attack was really bad. So yeah. I'm a bit disappointed, but we did win. And the back line is a good start. We can build lots of confidence from the back line, but we have to work on the attack and the midfield. That's still quite weak. We have to work on that. But it worked. We didn't play possession football, which Ten Hag's way, which I was disappointed with, but at least we won. Sometimes you have to win in an ugly way, and we won in an ugly way. We didn't win in a dominant. We didn't win in our exciting football possession way. We won in an ugly way, counter-attacking, deep, playing long balls. Yeah, it wasn't the best, to be honest. But we got the win, and that's the main thing. And that will give us confidence against Leicester and Arsenal, and I hope we can beat them. We're firmly back into the race. Not top four, but we're firmly getting back to where we want to be. We're eighth, so we're not too bad. We're getting our points back, so that's good. But I still would have liked us to play better football. I don't think we played as good with Southampton. I know we had lots of blocks on the first one, so Southampton nearly conceded 2, but we weren't any that good. But yeah, but we won, and that's the main thing. But Ten Hag deserves a lot of credit because that back line is awesome. That back line's amazing. It's so good. I don't know how it's got so good. I don't know what's happened that made the back line so good, but we need to keep Varane and Martinez and Malacia fit, because our back line looks unstoppable with them in there. You saw it. I think the whole defence deserves a 7 and an 8. They were absolutely brilliant again, as they were always also against Liverpool. David De Gea was quite good as well. He made a brilliant save with Ribio with the header. Yeah. But yeah, I'll move on to the player ratings now. David De Gea, I'll give him a 7. He done well. That save from Arabo, I can't say his name. He's from Rangers. I know he's from Rangers. He used to play for Rangers. Yeah, that was a really good save from David De Gea. If he didn't save that, we would have drawn that game. So a really good save and a good key stop from David De Gea. Dalot, 7.5. I thought he was decent. No, you have to give him an 8. What a tremendous cross that was for Bruno. What a tremendous cross. That was brilliant. he's probably on contender for man of the match, because that cross is just that cross is amazing. The curl on it, and the finish was immense. But yeah, Dalot played well. He played well attackingly, but he also played well defensively. And we always thought, I know Dalot can do it attackingly, but can he do it defensively? And he did. So credit to him. We can develop him. He could become a good player. I'm not sure if he could become one of the best right backs in the league. We'll have to wait and see. I still think Trent's one of the best right backs in the league, no doubt, by a long way. He's amazing. His crosses are brilliant, and yeah. So Dalot just needs to focus on getting better at the moment, but he's playing very well, and he should be happy with himself. Martinez, it's 8 for me. I thought he looked really solid. And Varane, 8 for... actually, I give them a 7, because Dalot's probably man of the match for me. I give them a 7. I thought Varane and Martinez looked really solid again. They looked... our backline looked solid. It didn't look like Southampton were going to get past our backline and score. We looked very confident at the back. And Varane and Martinez both done well. They done really well. And they have to definitely play against Leicester. And they need to be in the starting 11 for a long time now, because we can build confidence with Malacia, Varane and Martinez in the starting 11. So yeah, and Malacia as well, a 7, really good. Looked good going, was good going forward, and really good at defending as well. It wasn't probably as good as the Liverpool one, but it was still good. So yeah. So I think that should be our back 5 for the rest of the season, if we can keep them all fit. Yeah. McTominay, a 6. He done alright. I didn't really. No, he did alright. He did alright. And Eriksen, a 6. You can't really give the whole forward and the midfield a good score, because we only scored 1 goal. Maybe only Bruno gets a 7. Yeah, so I thought Eriksen and McTominay were alright. They didn't set the light on a light. They didn't set the wall on fire or something. Nah, that's a silly expression. But yeah, they were alright. I guess they were alright. We still need to work on that midfield. I think the midfield is... I know it's going to get better with Casemiro in it, but we still need to work on the midfield. The back line, we don't no problem with that. I'm happy with the back line. I'm very happy with the back line. We look really solid at the back at the moment. And that won us the game, to be honest, the back line. The back line definitely won us the game. But anyway, we'll talk about that after we do the play rates. So Fernandes, a 7. His finish was really good. I really liked the volley, the little low volley into the bottom corner. Really good finish, and a really good cross from Dalot. But what a really good finish from Bruno. And let's hope he can build confidence from that now, because we've been seeing so many weeks of really bad Bruno, and he's not been up to the levels where he normally is. I remember he was on contender for Player of the Year, and he was in contender for Player of the Season, and he would put in the category as one of the best centre attack midfielders in the world with Kevin De Bruyne. So let's hope he can get back into that thing, that way again, because I would like him to get back to his normal self and play back to his really world class into a world class player, back into a world class player, yeah. Because we can see he can be a world class player. Because you remember there were amazing goals he scored with Man Utd. He scored the Badashir goal. He scored the Liverpool goal. That was a very good goal, low corner. And the Southampton goal. And the Southampton goal, so yeah. I'm drifting off a bit. Sorry. Yeah. Rashford and Sancho. Ooh, has to be a 6. They didn't play that well. They didn't have much service. And Rashford, it's a 6 for me. And Alanga, it's a 6. They didn't have much service. Yeah. And Ronaldo, it's a 6. Casemiro, it's a 6. They're all a 6 to be honest, except the back line and except Bruno. So, yeah. But I think we have to build confidence with that back line now. We definitely have to play that back line against Leicester. I'm confident with that back line. I think they could help us have a good season if they stay fit, and we can get our season back on track with that back line. I think I wouldn't say it's one of the best back lines in the league at the moment, but it could get there if we keep developing it, if we keep playing it, and if we keep building chemistry with it. So we have to wait and see how good the back line can get, but it's playing very well at the moment. Back 5, you could say, anyway. And then Ten Hag, probably an 8, because I know he didn't play the football we wanted him to play. He didn't play possession. Oh no, I won't give him an 8. I'll give him a 7. Yeah, he didn't play the possession, but he didn't play high line. He didn't play the possession we wanted. The attacking football. We played a bit boring against Southampton, but he won the game, and you have to put marking up for winning the game. I wouldn't say it was a tactical masterclass from the manager. It was just built. That performance was just a win because our defense was like a rock. You couldn't get past it. So it's a win from we won that because the ones at the back were absolutely fantastic. But yeah, we have to build that now. And yeah, Dalot definitely gets man of the match. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. His cross was delightful. His defending was delightful, and I hope he can build lots of confidence in there, and he can get better and better and better. We just have to keep developing him. But definitely play that back line against Leicester. Yeah, it's a good result, but we might not, to be honest, we might not see Ten Hag play possession football anymore until he gets a better team, because you remember what happened against Brentford and Brighton. We got battered when we tried to play that way, so he's probably thinking, well, my team can't play that way, so I'm just going to go how they want to play, like a deep line, counter attack. We might just have to do that for a couple of games now. I know it might be boring, I know it's not United, but it's better than winning than playing really good football and losing ugly, so like 4-0 and 5-0. So it's the results that matter. It's not really the football, it's the results. That's how Real Madrid won the Champions League. I remember they didn't play great football. They didn't, but they just had that belief that they could go and win the Champions League, and that's what we have to do. We have to have the belief that we can get into the top 4 again, and we need to build it on the strong defence. And I think if we're going to get in the top 4, we need that defence to keep going, keep playing well, and yeah. But we just have to see what happens against Leicester. But anyway, guys, if you liked the video, feel free to give it a like, and feel free to subscribe as well. But we move on to Leicester now. We need to build that confidence again. We need that defence to play very well against Leicester again. We might have to just play a bit boring in the last few matches because we do need the wins. We're on a rough start. I know we won 2 and lost 2, but that's not very good for Man U. So we need to start winning the game, and the reason and how we're going to do that is probably we can't play the 10-out way because the players can't do it. So we're just going to have to do what the players are comfortable with, and that's just play deep and counter attack, because it's the results that matters more. It's not the performance. But I hope you guys no. Yeah. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.